Hello and welcome back to Fierce Entertainment for my review of The Spy Who Loved Me from 1977, which is part of my James Bond collection Blu-ray set here. We're talking about the plot of the film, Daryl's opinion of the film, my opinion of the film, talk about the overall Blu-ray quality on audio and video of the film, and get the film a ranking. In a globe-taunting assignment that has him scaling off the edge of cliffs and diving a car deep underwater, British super spy James Bond unites with sexy Russian agent Triple X to defeat psychopath Carl Strongsberg, who is threatening to destroy New York City with nuclear weapons. Bond's most deadly adversary on this chase is the henchman Jaws, a 7-foot giant with terrifying steel teeth. Daryl's opinion of The Spy Who Loved Me. A lot of people in the Bond community have held this as probably their favorite James Bond movie. There are some people out there that do. Hardcore Bond fans do not consider The Spy Who Loved Me their favorite James Bond movie, no. But as far as fans that don't really know who James Bond is, but really like the iconic films of the James Bond series, and this being one of the most iconic, a lot of those type of people actually do consider The Spy Who Loved Me their favorite James Bond movie. Now, is it in my top, say, 20? Which doesn't necessarily say a lot, but I would say probably top 12 for me, for sure, would be The Spy Who Loved Me. Like I said, I won't be doing a ranking of the James Bond films because that would be like an hour-long video in its own, so I won't be doing that. But I will be saying that, yes, now going on in my opinion, yes, I do like The Spy Who Loved Me. Do you like it as much as some people, like, say, my father? My father, actually, this is his favorite one. It is not my favorite James Bond movie. It's not. I would say that the film after this one I actually like more than The Spy Who Loved Me. And interesting enough, one of the reasons why a lot of people like this one a lot and referred over Moonraker is because you have a lot more screen time with Jaws. Jaws is in almost every scene in this movie because he's like the main henchman that Bond has to go against. Jaws has probably about a nice good 30 to 40 minutes screen time in this film, while he only has about maybe 20 minutes of screen time in Moonraker. But I just like the way that Jaws is used better in Moonraker. He's subtle. And I also thought that it was far more of a threatening and far more of a gothic theme when it comes to Moonraker over The Spy Who Loved Me. But with that said, what I love about The Spy Who Loved Me is if I'm in the mood for a random Roger Moore James Bond movie, and I've actually had a good day at work, and I don't really want that darker toned, gothic natured James Bond movie to go ahead and, calm myself down and escape from a bad day. If I have like a neutral to good day, especially a good day, and I move for a Roger Moore James Bond film with imagination, I'll usually gravitate towards The Spy Who Loved Me because that's what it is. It's a very imaginative one. Now, I know people say that Moonraker is probably more imaginative. Moonraker, in my opinion, is a little bit more realistic. I know it doesn't make sense to me, to people that are watching this, but it kind of does. When it comes down to what is more realistic of one of these very, very, very over fantasized James Bond movies in the Roger Moore era, which one of the two is more realistic to happen, in my opinion? Moonraker. The Spy Who Loved Me, not so much. I mean, The Spy Who Loved Me, the main villain scheme is literally to put the entire world underwater and basically create Atlantis, basically, which is far-fetched. Basically doing his own version of Noah's Ark, that's kind of far-fetched. Far more far-fetched than let's go ahead and being a multi-billionaire and one of the richest people in the entire world, let's go ahead and make a space station, a city in space. with super beings and go ahead and poison every man, woman, and animal and child on Earth, wipe the whole entire human race away. That has more of a chance of happening than The Spy Who Loved Me does, despite how far-fetched this sounds. But with that said, I really do like The Spy Who Loved Me as one of the best James Bond films ever made, in my opinion. It is definitely up there. It's one of the best, for sure. Now, the picture and audio quality. This looks very, very, very good. I'm still going more on that 35mm film look that we have with pretty much all the James Bond films up to this point with their 4K restorations when it comes to our Blu-rays that we have. So it definitely looks very, very, very good. The audio. This is the very first James Bond film in the franchise that originally had stereo and surround sound capabilities in theaters. And so it is definitely pushed up a notch with the 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio sound presentation. It definitely takes some more advantage of it than the previous 9 films have. So that's definitely the case with this one. So you have a lot more going on with your sound system or your sound bar. And definitely just a great film. Now, giving the film a ranking. Believe it or not, I'm going to give this film a 4-star ranking. I think it's a perfect James Bond movie. I mean, not like it as much as Moonraker, but I would say I like this movie as equal as Moonraker. So, yeah, definitely expect a 4-star rating. And I do know that there's some goofiness in the next one, but it's going to be the same ranking. So expect the same thing on that. But this one definitely gets a 4-star ranking. It is a perfect movie. And that's what I have to say about The Spy Who Loved Me. I will see you guys next time.